God bless you and welcome to your Best Life Ministries. Listen, husbands, wives, one of the worst things that you can do in your marriage is to compare your marriage or your spouse to someone else's.
You really have no idea what that couple has gone through to get to where they are. Really, you're just an outsider looking at the outside. You're not an outsider looking in. It's just like having a book. You're just looking at the book cover. You have no idea of what's written in between those pages. So just be very careful when you compare your marriage to the marriage of someone else's.
Every married couple goes through a variety of experiences to include trials and tribulations, tragedies, hurts, pains, disappointments, failures. The list goes on and on and on and on. But if you're standing on the outside, you really don't know what that couple has gone through. And that's why it's very important that, being that you don't know their story, that you don't compare yourself to anybody else.
I know oftentimes people tell us all the time, oh, Jamen and Tesha, y'all are such just a perfect couple. Not so much. We are not perfect people, but what we are, we're people who have actually learned the value of compromise, honesty, and forgiveness. That's what makes our marriage work.
So we're two imperfect people who are perfect for one another.
That's right. Every marriage has its own unique journey. No one marriage is the same as someone else's. So it's just like if you were preparing a recipe. There are different ingredients that go into different recipes. So marriage works the same way. Jamen and I, our marriage has certain ingredients, and it's about how well we blend those ingredients to get the final product. Truth be told, some of the ingredients that are within our marriage and in the marriage of yours as well, it's not for everybody.
Right.
It's not gonna be digestible for everybody.
It's nasty.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to take it.
Right.
So you have to really, really be careful on when you're making a comparison to your marriage and someone else's.
Right. So, hey, we must stop comparing. And let's be clear, comparing is different than admiring. You know,
right.
There are certain married couples where you see them and they have certain qualities and things that they do that you may admire and then want to incorporate within your relationship, but do not compare. That's very, very dangerous, because again, you don't know what it took for that couple to get to that point of where they are, as far as whatever things that it is that you admire, whatever characteristics and traits that they are that you admire.
All right, so for this segment, our takeaway is we're gonna stop comparing, because comparing can be extremely dangerous. So just take those ingredients that you have within your marriage, blend them well, and you create the best product that you can create with the ingredients that you have.
All right, so for example, some of you might be saying, well, what do you mean, comparing my marriage to somebody else? So here's an example for you. Husbands, hey man, I wish my wife was like Johnny's wife, Susie. Man, she keeps a clean house. Not knowing, the house is clean, but the house is full of drama, and at night, Susie's out running the streets doing God knows what.
We don't know what Susie's doing.
Nah.
And so on my end, a lot of people or women might say, oh, I really wish that my husband held my hand when we took walks or when we're, out in public, not knowing that that person that you're looking at could be Johnny.
Right,
Johnny.
Johnny.
That Johnny, he's using those same hands that he's holding. You see her holding hands with Susie, but Johnny's using those same hands to hurt her. And not to generalize men as being violent. We'll put that out there.
Right.
But this is just an example. Like, you have to be very careful before you start to judge what you see as being a perfect marriage and comparing your marriage to what you see of others having.
That's right. Yeah, you just never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Right.